like a couple years or something like that? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, I mean, these are, again, just ideas, but I mean, the point is not that people suffer economic hardship. The point is just that there are more productive things they can do in the economy, and it would be better if they did these other more productive things, and we didn't have this vast federal bureaucracy. So I was like, maybe like a couple of years of pay would be good. And then they could take a vacation. They could take another job and get double pay. I mean, it's not going to create an economic crisis. I think it's actually going to be really good. I think because people can move to where they're making products and services that are more useful to their fellow human beings.
The problem is if someone has like a 25, 30-year career of being institutionalized, you're essentially like a part of the government system. You've sort of programmed your life and your career to be a part of this bureaucratic system. And then you're like, nope, you have to go out and compete in the free market. You're like, oh. That's scary to people. But you have to be valuable. You have to actually be valuable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, they'll still get whatever the government pension and stuff. They're not going to be, in tough. I think they'll be in good financial shape.
How are you going to have the time to oversee all this shit?
Well, I'm pretty good at improving efficiency. I mean,
I would say so.
Yeah.
But still, this seems like a giant undertaking.
Yeah, I'll probably need to beef up security.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
But like I said, like no one's going to experience I think economic hardship. That's they'll be fine. People do find other roles. I mean, you can look at sort of like when East Germany and West Germany got back together. Everyone was basically working for the government in East Germany, and it was really inefficient. And that their economic output was in East Germany was a quarter of what it was in West Germany because everyone was working for the government.
Right.
The government's fundamentally inefficient. So
the best example is probably North and South Korea, right?
Yeah, I mean, people are starving in North Korea, and South Korea is incredibly prosperous.
Yeah.
So and it's the same people, just a different operating system.
Right.
So, it's just like you just want to move people from less productive things to more productive things. Where they're made, because you can also say in the limit, let's consider the other direction where we moved a whole bunch of people that were in the private sector making goods and services, and we moved them into the government as regulators. Now they stopped making those goods and services, so the stuff they were making is no longer available. Now they're just being regulators. Is that a good thing? That's not a good thing.
Doesn't sound good.
No, it's not good.
Doesn't sound like there's a real market for it. Like you're creating jobs that don't necessarily need to be there.
There are all these fake jobs, basically. Yeah. That doesning make sense. So look, we got to do this because the country's going bankrupt. If we don't take action, our dollar's going to be worth nothing, and the interest payments, which are already 23% of 23% of all government income, income taxes, tariffs, and everything, is just going to pay interest right now. And that number is continually rising. So if we don't do something, the entire government budget will be paying interest. There won't be money for anything. No, there won't be money for Social Security. There won't be money for Medicare, nothing. That's where we're headed. That's what bankruptcy means.
Yeah, that's such an insane concept.
Yes. It's hello, wake up. Wake up. And if somebody can tell me, can show me, pencil out the math, show me how this works, I'd love to hear it. But I'm just listen, I'm looking at the numbers here, and I'm if we don't do something, America's toast. There won't be money for anything.
Trump likes to talk about a lot is tariffs.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts on tariffs? I know that's very controversial to even economists. They disagree, some agree, some think it's a good idea, some think it's a terrible idea. What do you think?
I think you need to be careful with tariffs. I deal a lot with supply chain issues. Like the global automotive supply chain for Tesla, for example, is incredibly complex. So when there are sudden changes in tariffs, then you're we've got a factory somewhere else that's making a part that goes into the car. Now that suddenly, if that part's suddenly twice as expensive, it messes everything up. So you want to be have tariffs be predictable. so that companies can adjust their supply chain. I mean, I think companies are more than happy to increase manufacturing in America. It's just that you can't do it instantly. So if you put up giant tariffs immediately, and don't give companies a chance to build factories in America, because you got to move atoms. Like, you've got to build a building, you've got to install equipment, you've got to train people. Like, that doesn't happen instantly. So